Dearest gentle listeners, you are listening to the Ladies Bridgerton, the talk of the town. We are your effervescent hosts, your neighborhood-friendly Kiwi touch from Middle-earth, New Zealand.
And Patty, Regency romance enthusiast, currently writing her high vibe and loved era.
Dice, what do you got for me? Number 5 is Sir Phillip and Eloise.
Ravenclaw.
Okay.
Eloise is Ravenclaw.
No notes. Doesn't even need notes. There is no other house for her other than Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
I mean, secondary house would be Slytherin, but she
her
is
and
so
Penelope
Ravenclaw.
are house prefects. Let's be real.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, for sure.
They run that show.
They do run that show. Spouse for Eloise. I think she's a serious. I think she would like the wild side of it. I think she would.
I think I can see that.
Intelligent, but like doesn't apply himself. I think she would suit.
Well,
him.
I mean, he's a little.
But in
the herbology teacher
someone,
is the lady, right?
She needs someone to ground her a little bit. Professor Sprout is the herbology professor.
See, I think Phillip is Professor Sprout, so I think that'd be. I mean, if we're making everybody like they're all the same age, they can be spouses. I think it would be Professor Sprout because he only talks plants and all day plants.
we'll just gender bend. Okay, Professor Sprout. Let's go for it. Patronus
inclusivity
for Eloise. I'm gonna go owl.
I can see that she would be an owl.
What kind of owl? I don't think she'd be a snowy white owl. It's too flashy.
No, she would be the owl from Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
The super wise owl.
He's a tawny owl?
Yeah, the owl that everybody goes to for advice.
I believe he's a tawny owl.
And because she's a little bit saucy, it could be the owl from the Tootsie Pop commercial. How many licks does it take? How many licks does it take, Sir Phillip?
You're going to have to, you're going to send that to me. Bogart for Eloise.
Dying in childbirth.
Yeah.
Watching her kids grow up without a mother. Seeing her husband, seeing Sir Phillip with kids that he's raising on his own because she
I think
perished.
her Bogart would, be her in a bed, like pregnant, dying. Okay, favorite class for Eloise. This one's.
Dude, she's time turnering it with Penelope. She wants to learn
all the things. Do everything. What do you think her favorites would be?
Or prophesying like with Professor Trelawney. Like, I think if she could know the future.
No, I think she would absolutely be Hermione, and I think she would mock the living shit out of. Sorry, I think she'd mock. I think she would.
She would mock Trelawney, but understanding divination.
She's too much of a skeptic. She's too much of a skeptic, I reckon.
Yeah, but she wants to know the future so bad.
I think
she wants to be able to know it to control it.
Penelope is way more introspective and a little bit more willing to like understand different things. I think. I mean, this may change after her book, but as it stands, I don't think she would enjoy astronomy at all. I think she'd say it's a hoax and for idiots. I think she would enjoy charms.
Astronomy is the study of the stars. We're talking.
I think she would
divination.
Divination. Sorry. Silly me.
Yeah, but I think like with Professor Trelawney teaching it, yes. But if there was somebody a little bit more logical that could show her, like, hey, you can know a little bit about the future and be able to control the outcome. Eloise would be all about that.
I think she would be heavily into the Defense Against the Dark Arts. I think she would be alongside running the DA.
Yeah.
I think herbology she would tolerate but not love. History of magic.
She would tolerate just to be in there with Sprout.
Yeah, I think she would really enjoy history of magic because she would want to know everything there was
to know about.
Yeah, everything that she needs to know. She would be the Hermione who read every single book before even arriving at school, and she'd know all the answers. I think we should have done who would have been their equivalent character, but it's too late for that. We'll do it in the next one. Okay. Okay, and then we are finishing off with Sir Phillip, house.
I think he could
I
be
mean,
Hufflepuff. I keep wanting
I
somebody to be Hufflepuff.
I mean, I want to say Ravenclaw, but I think that he's a puff at heart.
He's a puff at heart. Like, he's not super ambitious. Yes, he loves his plants and he loves, teaching about them and showing people what his special interested. But I don't see him being ambitious in any way where he's like
No,
trying to make hybrids or like trying to
no.
change the world with it. Um, and I don't see him being very bold and courageous either.
Hardworking, determined, tenacious, loyal, honest, genuine, well rounded, fair and just, open minded, giving, good hearted, accepting, compassionate, passionate. He's definitely got passion down here.
He's got passion down
Practical.
pat.
Definitely practical.
Yeah.
Um,
I see him as
Patient.
a puff.
He learns it. And dependable. He's very dependable.
Well, and I think he is pretty patient with Eloise. He gets annoyed by her, but he always holds
Feels no
patience for
problem.
her. He struggles with patience for his children,
Yes.
but that
But he
also
learns
stems
that
from
with her.
trauma. Yeah. And he learns
And
that
it
with her
says,
because he has a patience with her from the beginning, I think.
it says they are not necessarily unemotional, though they have a tendency not to flaunt their emotions. That describes Sir Philip to a T. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he has so much trauma that he is hiding from Eloise for a really long time in regards to Marina and in regards to his dad and the beatings that he
And he's
received from his
afraid
dad, the
he's afraid his
floggings.
emotions, he'll lose control of his emotions, so
Yes.
he doesn't
So he
show
tries to
them a
control
lot.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Who would be his spouse? Female Neville.
Hermione.
Oh, you know what we didn't even think about? Neville becomes the herbology professor.
True. old old Neville Longbottom for
Old Neville Longbottom.
because we gave Neville Longbottom to Penelope.
Yeah.
Young Neville is Penelope's man. But I mean, her and
Yeah.
Eloise are like I
They're
kind of
besties.
do think
Yeah.
I Penn would marry young Neville Longbottom and Eloise would marry old Neville, cursed child Neville Longbottom.
Eloise Longbottom.
And they would be
um
sister wives, not just sisters.
Okay, spouse to Sir Philip.
Hermione,
Yeah.
super smart, studious, prepared, a little annoying because she's so smart, and she never stops talking.
Yeah. Okay, no notes on that one. I
No.
can see it for sure. Patronus. Oh, this one I've got to go different.
Does a Venus flytrap count?
No, no, wait.
It's an animated plant. It's a carnivorous plant.
I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna go Bowtruckle, the little insect plant from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Okay.
His little stick on his shoulder.
Yeah. Well, and I was going like animated plant, like a plant animal
Yeah,
mix, like
yeah.
Venus flytrap, Audrey too.
Mm-hmm.
From
Um,
Little Shop.
or I think he would be some sort of bird because um birds and insects are what pollinate flowers and help spread nuts and seeds in order to help agriculture. So it would be some sort of bird potentially.
And I think
Um,
knowing what we know, I would say hummingbird then because hummingbirds spread pollen and they also like they have a known thing of being like, if they come and hover in front of you, it's supposed to be like somebody who has gone before, like one of your ancestors or a loved one who has died is come back to visit you. Um and he is haunted by his past, but
mm,
so I think that like I think he would be a hummingbird because hummingbirds also like they're not a specific flower oriented. Like he would flit from, and they live in small bushes and trees.
yeah.
And he's so running away from his emotions that he flits here and there and to and fro.
Yeah, I'm just looking, and yeah, hummingbirds are the best pollinators. Good choice. Very cute. Much happy. And I'm pretty sure that Eloise makes his heart flutter,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes
And
in
I
anger and
I think
sometimes in
Eloise
excitement.
I think Eloise is so much herself, like a frenetic type of energy, that she probably would love a hummingbird, like
Yes.
seeing one. So, yeah, hummingbird would be his Protonus.
I love that. A Bogart.
Uh, his kid's drowning.
Yeah. That one's kind of a hard image to summon.
It would be like his kids in that magic,
I
dunk
actually
tank thing.
think that even before that, I think it would be his dad holding the was it cattle whip that he used on him?
Yeah, I mean, that's a childhood fear, though, and I get it. Neville's is a childhood fear and whatever. But I
But
think
that fear
ultimately,
carried all the way into his adulthood, and he literally has scars on his back from that.
true, but how angry he got when they weren't even necessarily in that far in the water and they were laying by the water, but he knew they had
Yeah,
been swimming. Just
yeah,
knowing they had been swimming,
yeah.
he was furious. I think
But
watching it, not even
the
Marina, like
but he has
he,
so much fear of becoming his dad, where his kids are
yeah,
involved. Like
maybe it's
that is his
him
biggest fear,
actually
looking as his dad whip on his children.
using that whip on his children himself,
Yeah,
using that
yeah.
whip on his children. Yeah, that's
Um, and to finish off, I don't even know if we need to do this one. Favorite class. Surprise!
herbology.
Herbology. Yes.
He starts the
Oh,
class and then Sprout's like, the job is yours. I retire.
so we are going to wrap up here for today. If you have anything in particular you would like us to cover, so please, at the moment, we will take suggestions of whatever episodes. At the moment, my house is just total chaos getting ready to sell it. So
Research light.
research lighter episodes would be highly appreciated. Or any Bridgerton knowledge you would like to share, please head to our Facebook page, The Ladies Bridgerton. And if you're enjoying our podcast, please remember to click follow on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you are listening.
Once again, thank you for listening to the musings of two mad women
Yours truly, Tash the Kiwi.
and Lady Patty.
And this is the tangenting off the tangent of the tangent. I'm gone crazy then.
You are.
I
It's
mean,
official.
I'm not surprised.